Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. Hope everyone's had a good week. As promised today, we're going to touch base on time management. So I'm in the office. I've completed my mindset morning ritual, ready to kick goals for the day. So I'm going to try and keep this as short and simple as I can. So afterwards, if anyone wants to reach out for further insight into anything or the topics I talk about today, then feel free. So I'm going to show you here the two things that I use every day that are critical to get everything laid out and getting a prioritised daily action list in front of your face. So just show you here. So I've got my diary, and then I've got my spreadsheet. So on here, I've got tasks A, B, C, D uncategorised, and then I've got some other ones down here. So you've got prioritised daily action list, goals, notes, and wins. What I'm going to do now is go through and fill these in and then explain how I fill these in and why I fill it in a certain way. Alright, so what I've done next is I've got all of my notes out of yesterday's diaries and put them in the uncategorised column in my task list. And I've also gone through my reminders on my phone. So what I do while I'm driving around, any thoughts, ideas, jobs or tasks I have, I go, hey Siri, add to reminder, and I chuck them in my reminders list first thing, and then I type that out into my uncategorised column, which I'll show you now. Alright, so I've finished my task categorisation, so I'm going to show you what that looks like. So here we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 categories. We've got category A, that's urgent and important tasks. So they're tasks that if you don't do these today, they're going to be detrimental to your business, so they have to be done. Category B, important but not urgent. So these are your two main tasks that you should be focusing on a daily basis. Then we've got task C, so not urgent and unimportant. And D, irrelevant and unimportant. So these two tasks, most of the time, they shouldn't be making it onto your daily list. So category D tasks are tasks that say, all right, they're on the list, but they don't have any benefit to the company and they're not worth making into our daily schedule. Category C tasks, they're something that, all right, they're going to have a bit of return, so might be something we look to delegate. All right, so now I've got all my tasks out on paper and categorised into an order of urgency and return on time invested. Now it's time to schedule my day. So what I do to do this, open up my diary and then I go to my month at a glance. So I run Outlook calendar. So there's my calendar. There's today's date. So all of my appointments are going to go in red. So from my month at a glance, I'm going to convert the appointments that I have to make onto the day. I'm going to put them in red, and then I'm going to find the gaps in between those appointments. So what I've done, all right, so when I fill in these gaps, I'm going to fill in these gaps with tasks in order of priority. So on a daily, these are the two task lists that I'm going to tackle. This is most important. This is secondary important. So you can see here I've got my category A tasks, category B tasks. So I've found my gap. So you can see today's quite busy with appointments. So here I'm going to do my client check-in emails, my touch base emails first thing in the morning, which I always do. Then I'm going to tackle my category A tasks. Then I'm going to tackle my category B tasks between, 9:45 and 10:15. And then I don't other free, Jesus Christ. Don't have much other free time during the day. It's pretty well booked out with appointments. So yeah, this day does have a lot of appointments, so there's not a huge amount of time for me to fill the gaps with prioritised tasks. But another thing I want to touch on is goals. So what I like to do is have a list of goals, whether it's weekly, monthly, 6 monthly, 12 monthly, 5 yearly. I'm going to have these listed out in a tab in Excel here. So monthly, 6 monthly, 12 monthly, 5 yearly. And then I might have some goals here. So I'm going to make sure that I schedule a bit of time every day to make sure I'm tackling these goals and I'm really pushing towards something that I've written down. It's measurable. So it's an attainable goal that I can go, right, yep, it's going to take me 2 weeks to get this. And then I'm going to make sure that I tick it off. If I don't, then I'm going to make sure I complete that task before I set another one. So the diary, the task list and the goals, and the month at a glance. They're the three big staples in how I structure my day. I want to go through a couple other things that are super important that I learned through my journey on time management. First one being allocate time for yourself. If you're not putting a couple hours in for yourself and your personal time every day, let's say it's the gym, taking the dog for a walk, your mental health's going to struggle. And if your mental health's struggling, your business is going to struggle. So you can see there, I make sure I get my time between 4 and 5:30 or 5 and 6:30, depending on my schedule, to go to the gym or walk the dog. So that's my me time. That's time to switch off and get away from things, basically. Another massive one is a lot of you out there, probably like me, workaholics, you're addicted to work. So something like this you can quite quickly become obsessed with and be working 12, 14, 16 hours a day. What that's going to do is have a negative influence or impact on your home life and your relationships. So what I did is I penciled in a Tuesday, Thursday and a Sunday for 2.5 hours in an evening, and that's my relationship time. So that's time that me and my partner are going to get rid of the phone, spend time together, whether it's cooking, walking and the dogs. That's just time that we can allocate towards ourselves to ensure that our personal relationship, to make sure our personal relationships are maintained. So your partners, your family, your pets, and your personal time, your gym, your walking, or whatever you like to do, they are critical components in ensuring that you're fit, your mind's healthy, and you're going to be motivated day in, day out. Yeah, so that's pretty well the system I go through every day to structure my days and ensure that I get the most done, both for the business, for me personally, and for those in my life. I hope this has helped. I'm going to leave a little gold nugget at the end of this. So here's something that I've implemented and I try and live by now. So it's a little saying. So 10 minutes early is on time. Always be punctual. Try and get to all your appointments 10 minutes early. That's going to go a long way, ensuring that you show up and you're delivering on expectations for clients, partners, anyone in your life, basically. So I hope this is. And to wrap that up, I just want to throw a shout out to Mick and Julie, the team from Builders Business Black Belt. So that's the business coach that I've been working with and has really shown and ensured that I know how to manage my time effectively. So if you're looking for someone to mentor you, get in touch with them, and yeah, all the best.